What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? We're back in this thing, man. We'll let that be known sports. We're coming to you, man. There's so much stuff going on down, man, in the sports world, man. And we're here to cover it, man, from the Gilbert Arenas, man, to the Shannon Sharps, man, to the Cowboys, and man, and much, much more, man. So sit back, sit tight, man. But here's my co-host.
Hey, what's going on, fam? This your boy John. Yeah, make sure y'all grab yourself something to drink, man. Sit back, relax, and let that be known. Sports. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much, man. Trying to catch up, trying to keep up. Boy, man, so much happened, boy. So much has happened, man. God dog it, man. Where you want to start first? Where you want?
Man, it's well, we can just dive in anywhere, and it's a lot to chop it up about, man. But man, we can start with the home team, man. Get them out the way, man, because we don't know where these next two topics gonna take us, man. Because it's so many, it's kind of layered. Um, but everybody knows that's following the Cowboys, man, or following football, period, that it's training camp time. And with the Cowboys, we got a new coach, new regime. Seem like the way that he's doing things is much different than our previous regimes. And we like it. And so yesterday, well, the last few days in practice, with the way they're practicing now, they're more physical and how they're practicing. And when you become more physical in practice, of course, there's more fights or potential for fights. And so Coach Shotty had already warned them a few days prior. Okay, man, if y'all keep this up, it's gonna be some repercussions. And so yesterday it happened again. There was some fighting in the middle of practice. And so he stopped practice, made them get on the line and run sprints. Everybody, even coaches. What are your thoughts?
you already know. Take it back old school. You already know you already know what I'm gonna say. I am with it 100%. This is the way, and I've been posting this all over social media. It's been getting quite a few likes, but this is the way to establish discipline in your culture. This is how you establish discipline. This is how you establish respect. This is how you establish composure to a team. For those who've been Cowboy fans for some time, you know that's one of the things that we lacked was discipline and composure. Especially in critical moments. We do stupid stuff like jump off sides, false starts. And I think CD Lamb alluded to it in the interview I watched today. He was like, he loved it because we can't win nothing because we're not disciplined. And for those who haven't been watching the Cowboys, that has been one of the main critical things that has held this team back is no accountability, no discipline, no identity. The team has had zero identity. We don't know what Cowboys is gonna play. We might get a Cowboys team go out there. They look, man, this is a Super Bowl team. Then next week we like, boy, this team here is hot garbage. That's how the Cowboys has been. And if you're a Cowboy fan, you can attest to that. It's a literal roller coaster ride. And that's what you get when you have no identity and you have no discipline and structure. It's almost like a bad kid. When you have a kid, you don't know what that kid is gonna do when y'all go out to the grocery store. And I see them all the time in the grocery store. I see them because we're in a new regime now where it's soft parenting. I guess that's what they call it or whatever.
Yeah,
I grew
soft parent.
soft parenting. There we go. I grew up in the old school. It was only thing that was soft was your behind. That's it. That was all. That was soft.
Get pretty tender.
So it's almost like that kid you take in there, and you don't know if that kid is going to behave, if that kid is going to show out and start falling and throwing a tantrum everywhere. You don't know, and that's kind of how the Cowboys was. Some games they come, they look prepared, and other games they come, they're like they don't know what the heck they doing. It's like, did y'all even prepare for this game? Y'all look like y'all just rolled out just said to heck with practice. The coach looked confused. Dak looked confused. CD confused. Micah holding his hands up. He confused. Everybody confused. But Shotty said, let me put a stop to this. There ain't gonna be no confusion. If I said stop fighting, that's exactly what I mean. And we're gonna stop it by any means necessary. So that means if I gotta cut practice and run your tail, I will cut practice and run your tail ragged. And you know what, coaches? Them y'all guys, you get out there with them until y'all can make them fall in line. And so that I guess he had already warned them. I guess they thought he was just talking and just blowing hot air. Shot his head. I mean, he cussed them out. And this is my opinion. And this is probably why I'm not a coach. But this is my opinion. You cannot be a coach and you don't cuss. This is my opinion. Now I'm a believer of the Most High. I live for the Most High. I live for God. I live for Jesus. But this is my personal opinion. I do not want a coach who do not cuss.
Can't have it. You gotta have it.
That locker room halftime, sometimes the coach got to go in there. He just got to go ham. Like, he just has to go off. I grew up in the hood. Maybe it's just my upbringing, but I've never had a coach who didn't cuss. I've never had a coach who didn't cuss me out.
Any coach worth their salt, you gotta cuss.
You know, I just never had it. And so that's the only thing that I know. And a lot of people who grew up like me knows, like, it's the only thing I know. And so it's the one thing for your coach to say, hey man, box out. It's another thing for your coach to grab you by the back of your shirt and say, didn't I tell you to blank, 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 blank?
Wash your blank, blank out.
And you like, oh, I'm gonna box out. Like, it's levels to this. Like, I started off calm to you. You evidently you wasn't gonna receive that. So let me take it to another level. The next thing, another level, I'm just gonna run your tail.
I'm done talking.
It's the same as parenting. Like, you tell your kid to do something, you're in a nice calm voice, hey man, go clean your room. Like, okay. Then you go upstairs later, you like, hey man, come here. Huh? Didn't I tell you to clean that room? And they just look at you like a deer in headlights. Man, get your tail in there and clean that room, man. Then they get in there and clean that room. Or if they don't do it, then you know you got to get to another level.
Another level.
That's what Shotty is showing. Like, I got levels to this, man. I'm the cool coach. That's me. Everybody wants to be cool. We kicking it, whatever. We crip walking. We doing that. We heel toeing. All that. That's cool. Until you get out of line. Until you did something I asked you not to do. You have to understand this. It's levels to this because the NFL have rules and stipulations on what can occur during practice. Like, guys, this ain't the 90s or whatever where you can just go out there and Jimmy Johnson people. And I was telling somebody that on Facebook today. oh man, he needs to do more than just run. I was like, dude, there's stipulations to what he can do to to a player. He would literally get in trouble, if he goes too far. You can't go back old school, but there are things like running, and the running wasn't necessarily because I'm gonna wear y'all out. The running was necessarily I'm gonna embarrass you. Y'all out here running like a bunch of 15-year-olds because you can't keep your hands to yourself or you can't control your emotions. This is what you expect for teenagers to do. They can't control their emotions. Fight. We did it all the time. Basketball practice. Had countless of fighting practice. All the time. You're competing at a high level, temples flare, people talking, whatever. Coach said, hey, man, cut it out. Don't be swinging. You're going to hurt somebody for sure. Or you're going to hurt yourself. When you hit somebody, you can cuss somebody. Or you hit somebody, you break your hand. Whatever. Or you hit somebody, you cause a riot. Now people getting trampled. People getting stepped on. Like this thing can escalate. So if I don't nip it in the bud, it's escalate. Then that crap rolls over into the game. And shout out to Pickens, who's been on his best behavior, because people are waiting. They are waiting for him to get into an altercation or into some kind of mess. Because every time a fight breaks out, countless of people saying, I bet it's Pickens, huh? It's like, no, it's not. It's not Pickens. He hasn't even gotten into anybody. CeeDee Lamb has, but Pickens hadn't gotten into anybody, or whatever. And he understands the stigma that's been put on him, Some of it deserved, a lot of it undeserved. Once you get something on you, they're gonna put it times 10 on you, and things like that. So it's like, but man, what you got to say about it, man?
I love it. I freaking love it. We have been how long have we been wanting something like this where a coach holds the team accountable?
Since Parcells.
And that's been almost 20 years almost.
And Jerry wouldn't let him do it.
And Jay wouldn't let him do it. He was interfering over there.
Parcells had to quit.
Facts. This I love it, man. So even the way he goes about his practices, yes, he's training them to be a more physical team. And so with that, you're running everywhere, you're being more physical. And like I said earlier, man, when you're being more physical, sometimes it gets to this. But at the same time, you got to have the discipline enough to know, keep it within the play. When that whistle blows, it's dead.
Well, Shotty, he ain't concerned about that. Shotty saying, I'm concerned about you doing what I say do. Like
Right.
you're my pit bull. So when I say off,
that's why
I mean off.
That's done. Keep it within the play.
The play.
And it's going it's overflowing. And if you don't nip this in the bud, it's gonna go into the season. You're gonna start getting these 15-yard penalties for unnecessary roughness. And of course, if you get enough now today, you will be kicked out because you can't control your emotions.
Well, it bleeds into the team.
In there.
Bro, it bleeds into the team because how many times have me and you watched the game? And we have watched some games together, whether it's together or over the phone, whatever. And we see the team, they're moving the ball, and next thing you know, holding. Man, it's first and 15, first and 20. That big play.
Kicks in.
Oh, shoot, man. It's second and 30. And so that's what CeeDee Lamb was talking about. Like, we can't get out of our own way.
Right.
Because, like, every big play is coming back. It's like, shoot, we had a 30-yard run. Our run offense sucked. No, it don't suck that bad. Our discipline sucks.
Yeah. And even with the penalties, you're lining up. It's players out there lining up in the wrong spot. Didn't know where to line up.
It was sad.
It's just awful. like zero discipline. It don't get no more undisciplined than that when you don't even know where to line up. You're a pro.
Or not only know what to line up, they didn't even know what to run. Like they didn't know what route they had.
Route that they
It's one thing like not to know where to line up. It's another thing to not even know your route concept.
But you know,
because you can get a little confused with what to line up because if all of y'all are intertwining or changing positions, like one day you're the X, then he's the Y receiver or he's the Z. You know, you're like, okay, what am I? Am I the Z or what am I the? That's one thing. But when you don't understand what you're running,
but that's I mean, that's why you have keys. They give you keys for this. But what I like he's doing, like, hey, if you don't know what you're doing, go over there. Till you can figure it out, go over there. You're not finna just keep up here just taking reps and you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you sit over here and you figure it out. And maybe you can come back and get some more reps. But you're not finna sit here and waste reps and you don't know what you're doing. That's what the off season for. That's what minicamp is for.
Get in that playbook, man. You got to get in the playbook and watch film. And
this is your job.
Yeah, for those who don't know, after every practice, the team goes in to watch film so you can watch what you did right, what you did wrong, and they fix it. So the next day, come out, they expect for you not to make that same mistake.
And then a step further, they put it on your iPad.
But you know they ain't watching that iPad, man.
Well, my thing is no excuse. There's no excuse.
They give you it's a mandatory minute hours you have to watch the iPad.
But
now we know a lot of them just turning it on and just chilling. They're not really watching the film, and you can tell who's watching it and who ain't watching it by their performance on the field. You can tell,
right? And I like how he does his practice. He doesn't correct until you get into the film, so he doesn't bog down practice trying to fix something. If you don't know what's going on,
just get you out.
Get you out. We'll deal with that in film. Give me somebody. What the old coaches say. Give me somebody here who can do this.
Yeah. Hey man, somebody get in there, get it.
Because he don't know what he's doing. Give me somebody that can get it done.
He'll yell at the position coach.
Absolutely.
Hey man, give me another receiver. Whoever it is, hey man, give me another linebacker. Give me something. That's how it goes.
Just put up, shut up. Yeah, we ain't finna sit here and coddle you.
Now, what that does is makes your position coach looks bad because hey, your guys ain't ready.
Mm-hmm.
Your guys don't know what the heck they doing out here.
You don't want to be that coach.
So now your position coach looking at you like, dude. Like, so now, guess what happens? You move on down the depth chart. Like, I ain't gonna
even embarrass me.
You embarrassed me yesterday.
Facts.
Cause he's gonna chew the coach out first. Hey man, what you got doing? And he gonna yell at him. Don't put nobody out here who's not ready to go. If he needs to watch a few reps first, fine. And that's how Shotty's rolling.
Because you better ask Jaden Blue. Because Jaden Blue thought in minicamp it was sweet. He didn't have to come in prepared and ready. He got the message.
Shout out to him. He been balling so far. He been balling in training camp. He fast.
Shotty said, I think some clicked. Some came through. He got that message.
It's just the tone. Because when you get the first appearance of Shotty, you know, he's the cool, laid-back coach, you know, players coach, you know, a guy that you can talk to, a guy that you know, he makes himself personable, you know, until it's time to work. Yeah. And then you're like, who's this guy? I remember, to give y'all guys a little story, I remember getting recruited to play AAU ball. And the guy that's recruiting me, he talked to my mom or whatever, and he was so nice. He was like cool, whatever, until we got to practice. And I was like, where's the guy that was talking to my mom the other day? Like, this guy is a monster. And it's just that type of guy. And then once we moved on, like once we outside this setting, he was just cool. But while we in that setting, it was just like no nonsense. Like, I need you to do your job. And if you can't do your job, I'm going to remove you or replace you. And so um that's what I believe it's an eye opening. But to some guys, they've been waiting for this. So guys like CeeDee Lamb been waiting for this. Guys like Dak Prescott been waiting
Absolutely.
for this.
They ain't got no problem with it.
They're like, okay, shoot, heck
No
yeah.
problem. About time. And that's how CD is coming off. He like about time.
CeeDee like, shoot, I've been waiting on this.
I've been waiting on this. They're like, man, I'm almost at the end of my career. And y'all, I finally.
I finally got a coach who really cares about the things that it takes to win. And like CD said, when you look at our roster, it's talent up and down the roster, and you looking like, man, how come we can't get more at this roster? Like, that's why Cowboys fans, for those who call us delusional, that's why we're so confident every year. Because we see talent. And we like, man, with all this talent, boy, we should be really competing. We should go on a deep run in the playoffs with all this talent, but not understanding that it takes more than just talent to win. That's why less talented teams compete. A la Kansas City Chiefs. They don't have a whole bunch of talent, but they're disciplined and they're well coached, and their game planning is great. They compete. A lot of times they beat more talented teams.
That's a fact. Man, let me ask you this. With this culture change, do you think Mozzie Smith is going to make the team?
No. I'm going to say this. I was pulling for Mozzie. For those who've been watching the show, I was one that was pulling for him. In hopes that a new coach and regime would help him. Him slimming down a little bit would help him. But from what the coach has said, and I watched the interview of the defensive coordinator, he was getting asked by several players and what they thought, and he was giving players props, and then I appreciate his honesty. So he, giving the linebackers props, like, man, they are flying. Sam Ball, I think his name is. What's his name?
Yeah, it's something like that. Sam Bar, something like that.
Jack,
yeah. Jack been flying, I think.
Jack and then Murray have been all over the place. And he's like, I enjoy that. I like that. And then they asked him, well, what you think about Mozzie? He said, well, Mozzie's still trying to catch on to when he said that, I said, okay, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know, man. This is your third year, whatever, and you're still trying to adapt into the NFL. It just ain't gonna happen, man. And you got other D tackles who've been playing their tail off. No names.
That rookie D tackle is outshining him.
They said he's a monster.
That's a big joker there. That bit Samoan.
It's another guy too. They said he been.
Oh yeah, and he's
they
slim.
said he don't.
He's
slim. They said he don't even talk to nobody.
Mm-mm.
They said he don't say nothing.
He just put in work.
Yeah, they don't know how he sound. He wore a visor. They don't even know how he look half the time.
Yeah, he gives them the David Irvin vibes, not the off the field stuff, but you remember David
make
Irvin?
sure he was on the roster. David Irvin was a monster, man.
Monster. You
talking about wasted talent, wasted. Because when he had his head on, he played difference maker. And I used to look at him like, man, this dude like 6'6", and he like
6'8".
He like 260, and he just coming up the
done.
middle, just
getting work done.
I said, jeez. And he reminds me a lot of that. When I seen some clips of him, I'm like, God, dog. He put so much pressure. And two of them trying to keep him out. And then they was like, man, they have to make sure Buddy on the roster. Like, man, we didn't draft Buddy. Where you coming from?
Nah, he was undrafted, man. But yeah, man, at this point, for 3 years, Mozzie has been getting pushed back.
A lot of things have been going on with Mozzie, man.
I
He
mean,
get pushed back, or he gets caught
it's
up
a
in the wash.
it's just a constant, man. It's just a constant, man. I mean, at this point, man, you got to show some type of physicality, man. And we just talked about this, and we don't need this to happen. But for him, he needs to start a fight or something. Show some type of physicality. Show some type of fight. Start a fight, man. Get thrown out. You ain't doing nothing else right now. Show some type of fight. Some grit.
I don't know, man. It's just one of those
You
things. Like,
gain weight, you got pushed back. You drop the weight, you getting pushed back.
it's just he
You say
hasn't
you like
found,
to fight.
he hasn't found his niche, and so he hasn't found the
His
way that
niche, his,
he can be effective.
his niche is finna be an 8 to 5.
He finna get out, but he hasn't found his niche on how to be effective in his skill and what he can do. And the guys who can do that, they play. You know, if you can find your niche, whether it's speed, whether it's strength, whether it's technique, whatever your niche is, you have to find it, and you need to find it fast, so the coaches can believe in you and be like, okay, I see the potential.
Because what's working against him, this coaching staff didn't draft him. So they have no loyalty to you. And this is your contract year too.
He ain't getting no contract. He ain't like that up. Unless Mozzie go out there and get 10 plus sacks, he ain't getting no contract.
And for you to be use a first round pick,
And I don't think he's gonna get much game time.
mm-mm.
It's too many guys in front of him. So I don't think he's gonna get, especially the no names was showing up. Like, I just don't think he's gonna get the game reps. You know, last year he was playing a good amount of reps, and this year I just don't think he's gonna get that.
And then I just, for the life of me, and we talked about this at great lengths. How are you the last one off the ball? And you're one technique.
That's his biggest problem.
You're 1 in 3 technique, and you're the last one off the ball.
He can't get off the ball. For those who don't know what we're talking about, when you're playing in the trenches, when you're playing offensive defensive line, the guy who generally has the advantage is the guy who can get off the ball faster.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have the advantage. And if he's a defensive lineman, he playing 1 tech, 3 tech, and he can't get up off the ball before that lineman gets his hands up in here, you're done. You're just along for the ride. If you can't get up before that lineman can get both his hands on you, you are done.
You could. They sitting up. By the time he raised up, they're waiting on him. The linemen are waiting on him.
I wouldn't even rush. I'll jump into a spot. I wouldn't even rush. I'll jump right into a spot. Man, if I'm playing defensive lineman and they say hut and I raise up and that lineman in front of me with his hands up, I am now a spy. Man, we just turned into a 3-4 because I'm a linebacker. I ain't finna run up in there and get choke slam. All kind of hemmed up. That big old 320-pound lineman got you all up in the neck, man.
And we got some dogs on, and the guard spot and the center spot, so they just waiting just to maul you.
Man, that lineman, man, Cooper BB or Tyler Smith and them catch you getting up late, man.
And all y'all waiting on this
choke slam. You're gonna be sitting there with your hands on your hip like this. You're gonna be hurt.
And anybody that's played football, you know somebody got hemmed up when their chin strap, up here by your nose.
Man, hemmed. And that goes for everything. That goes for receiver. That goes for
Mhm.
everything.
If your
I've seen
chin strap ain't
receivers.
up here,
I've seen receivers get tossed up, can't get off the line.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
If you're a receiver, do not line up with your hands crossed in front of you, because a good DB is going to choke you out.
Facts. You thinking that's cool doing all this?
Because your legs will not go until your hands come
Hands.
down. So if your hands are up like this, until your hands drop, your legs ain't gonna go. You're just gonna get choked out. And that's what the coach is gonna teach. When I played corner, my coach taught me that if you catch somebody hands like that, you bum rush them and you manhandle them. You toss him up. Cause he can't defend himself, nothing like this. And then by the time he do get his hands out, play dead, because he trying to wrestle me off of him. I done did my job. He didn't run a route. So man, but we'll move on, man. Let's move on.
Yeah, man.
Let's move on, man. Let's talk about the thing that I think that everybody wants to know, man. That's the Gilbert Arenas situation. Mr. Blackjack himself. Mr. Gil's Arena. Now, for those who don't know, Gil was arrested a day or two ago for allegedly holding an illegal gambling ring in one of his houses, and basically almost running a casino, basically, with a whole bunch of high stake players. And I heard they was gambling for a lot of money. He was arrested on that, and so he was bonded out, I believe, yesterday. And he said they tried to hold him down, but they couldn't hold him down. He out, and he back on the block like the block is hot. And so I think his defense was it was his house that he was renting out. So I believe that's his defense. I believe that's why he's not worried. I guess his lawyer has reassured him of what's going on. Now, what it sounds like from what I heard, yeah, we on that Gil. What it sounds like from what I heard, it sounds like somebody lost their home, their boat, and their car, and somebody went to go snitch. That's what it sounds like. Somebody lost a lot of money and they went to go tell. They went to the police.
Snitching.
Hey man, I need my car back. Nah, man, my car. Oh, it's your car? Okay. They went to go tell. I bring this whole organization down. They went in there, him Gil up. I heard they was in there 7, 11. They got Gil with a whole casino table in his house. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he got a jacket or what's going on in there. But they don't call him, man. I'm glad he out. I'm glad he got out of there, man. But they arrested him, man, with some flip-flops and some beach shorts on. So I don't know exactly what Gil was into at the moment. I don't know if they caught him at the beach or if he was outside grilling or something. But I don't know. I don't know how they caught him, man. But what would have been classic if they had came and got him doing Gil's Arena?
Boy, you talking about viral?
That would have been classic.
That would have. You can't pay for that type of viewership there, boy.
And this is why. If you're doing illegal deeds, always wear tennis shoes. Always. If you got warrants, wear tennis shoes. Because you never know what's going to happen. The last thing you want to do. This man got locked up wearing thong sandals, and
That's
not just
nasty work.
any kind of thong sandals. I'm talking about I'm talking about those kind of thong sandals. I'm talking about grenade, boom. I'm talking about thong sandals. I'm talking about them type of thong sandals. Man, you don't want to get locked up, man. You probably went to LA County. I don't know where you went, but you get locked up, man, in no thong sandal, man.
That man wearing the 7-Elevens.
Man, got the 7-Elevens on, man, slurping hot dogs.
Dirty work, man. Dirty work.
But man, I'm glad he out, man. Swagger P was getting on him.
I got the video, man. Clip.
We gonna play the video, man. Swagger P getting on him, saying, man, they got him, man. Go ahead and load that up, John.
Oh my goodness.
Arenas and 5 others, including a suspected high-level member of an Israeli transnational organized crime group, were arrested today.
What I say? Israeli.
He called it.
What I say? I knew it. Can't wear them type of sandals. You don't know no Israelis. He got those Apostle Pauls on. I know it. He knows them. He knows them.
Oh my goodness.
Illegal gambling business in which high-stakes poker games were played at a mansion Gil owned, to which Gilbert Arenas pleaded not guilty and was released on a $50,000 bond and posted this to his Instagram saying, "I'm back on the block like it's hot. This ain't got shit to do with me. Just rented the house, wasn't part of the festivities. Hashtag snitching Gil coming soon. Hashtag 51-0 the Mayweather of court."
Me. You better not.
That means he told somebody.
You can't hold me. Hello.
And one of Gil's close friends, Swaggy P, had a great reaction to the arrest.
Oh, what's going on today?
He couldn't wait, boy.
God damn. God damn, man. They got him. They got him. Oh, man. Hey. It's over, man. It's over, man. We stupid motherfucker gone, man. They got him.
Clown.
God damn, man. We just got out, man. I just got out, man. I do fingerprints and shit, man. They just got us, man. Hey, but don't worry. Don't worry about the show or nothing. Gilbert, don't worry about Gil's Arena. I got that now. We might as well just change the show to Swaggy's Arena. And in conjunctions with Gilbert. We're going to put a little Gilbert sign on the side. It's still Swaggy's Arena until you come back home. And once you get out, it's back to you. But for now, I got it. I got that. All right? It's just... Welcome to Swaggy's Arena, y'all. In conjunction with Gilbert's Arenas. We gonna have just your name on the side. It's still going. And don't trip. Because where you going, you can be comfortable. They got TVs. I'm gonna send you all the updates. You can make all your bets on Underdog. Do whatever you want. You still there. You know, I seen you know, the feds, they let you chill. You can have some shoes. I seen you the latest Gil's Arenas, the Adidas. I'm gonna send you all those. You're gonna be flying that shit. But look, when it comes to the show, I got it. Don't worry about nothing. So when they bust in, I say, oh shit, oh. Whatever he did it. He did it. Whatever they said he did it. Yeah, man. Got his stupid ass. And that's my brother too. I love him. But he's stupid. And shit. When I seen that shit, I said, nah, man, what the fuck going on? I was looking around like, damn. So all right. So what we gonna do? This nigga fucking up the money. So called Underdog and said, Underdog, don't win the trip. He still could make his picks. Well, you know they got TVs in there. He can make his picks from his cell. I'm gonna send him all the latest, you know, Ja Morant's and the Lakers and all that shit. He can wear his Luka Doncic. He can wear his Luka jersey in the cell while he nigga making bets. It's the coldest nigga to do it, boy. Oh man, I love him, baby. That's my dog. Damn, little D-Lo. Little D-Lo. Might as well be D-Lo. Shit. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around with them. Got my mama and shit calling me like, Nick, you. I was like, oh, nah, they almost got me. My mom. I slid out that motherfucker. I seen them coming. But yeah, man, free Gil. As anybody know, free the hibachi. You know? Free the goat. Hey, no, free the hibachi. Free Gil, everybody. I'm gonna get a t-shirt that say free Gil. Man, fuck. Ooh, boy. I never thought I'd see the day, my brother. Hey, man, when the first time I lost one of my friends to the cell, just keep him in there, because he been a fucked up friend ever since I met him. Just might as well just keep him. Whatever he said, whatever y'all think he did, probably more than likely, you know, just keep him in there. You know, he don't need to come back out. He don't need to see the light of day no more. I'm tired of this motherfucker.
Oh man.
Oh man. It's the Swaggy Arena in conjunction with Gilbert Arenas, Underdog, baby. Yeah. Yeah, we coming through a theater near you. We gonna be same days, Monday through Thursday, on a trip. And you know what? I got some demandings. You know what? I probably don't want Ken on there neither. Cause I'm tired of his shit too. I'm tired of Ken fucking with me. They need to take his ass to jail too. You know what? Just take them all. I'm here all week, baby. Ken, you next. You going down too. The shit you try to pull on the show when you try to get at me, oh yeah, I called the police the next day. They trying to get you too. I'm building the case for all the times you threatened me on the show. I'm tired of this shit. All right? Swaggy Arena coming to a theater near you. Peace, man. Keep your prayers and all that, because he need them, man. You know, my dog need him. He been going through a lot of shit, you know. Just pray for him, man. Keep him in high spirits, okay? Shit, I'm coming for everybody. Jeff T, your ass next. Bye.
Gil,
That's a whole fool.
Gil already said, man, whatever he need to do, he gonna do it. So if he can tell, he said he already tell him.
He took a page out of Bubba Dub book.
Apparently Gil went in there and laid the law down. Gil said he went in there and said, hey, I was renting out the house. I don't know what they were doing in the house. Yes, it's my house, but I don't know nothing about no illegal casino. They talking about that, and I had said it. I said, man, he got those Middle Eastern sandals on. He got to know a Middle Eastern. And what they say, they came out, and that's the first thing the lady said. He was gambling with a powerful Middle Eastern. That's the first thing she came out her mouth and said. I said I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew it. Because look how comfortable he is walking around with these thong sandals. Anybody comfortable walking around with thong sandals like that, they know somebody. They know, man. But I'm glad he out, man. I'm glad he out, man. Swagger P is dropping bombs. Swagger
trying to slide himself right in that spot.
Swagger trying to take over somebody's studio. He called Underdog and told him, hey, don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing.
Hey,
The
man,
feds came. They kicking down the door. Boom, boom. They having that. They picking you up. But apparently, man, he bonded out $50K
50K. That's
or whatever. I'm not sure LA laws. I'm not sure if it's 10% or exactly how they do their
Yeah,
bond.
I think it's like 10% or something like that.
I know every state can vary, or whatever. But I mean, that's nothing to him. I mean, he's a multimillionaire
Yeah.
or whatever. But now, Kenny, you don't play with the feds, man. When the feds come, they coming for everything, man, all the way down to the dog.
You better ask Michael Vick.
Man, I told him, man. Kenny said, man, what about Michael Vick? They got Michael Vick. I said, Michael Vick had lost, man, before the trial had even started.
Everybody rolled on.
Man, they was marching outside the county.
Was that Peter?
Yeah,
organization?
I think it's called Peter.
Peter.
Man, they had everybody out there, man. They had the zoo, the city zoos out there. Everybody was out there marching.
Yeah, you had the white people out there, and want the white people to get out there, boy.
Boy,
It's tough.
they was on this tail, man. They was out there, man. They was dragging leashes with no dogs on them. All kind of stuff, boy. They was they was on Michael Vick's tail, boy. They just had the leash, just dragging the leash. Wasn't no puppy on there.
Mike Vick killed him. Mike Vick killed him. All I left is with a leash.
Man, out there with dog collars, man. No dog, man. Just out there, man. They was on Mike Vick tail. He had lost that case before they had even went to trial.
Like,
that case
bro,
was lost.
Yeah, like, bro, you might want to go on the plea, bro, because you ain't getting out of this.
They had no choice. The case had received so much public notoriety that it was no way that they could just give him a slap on the wrist and tell him, hey, you pay this money here and we give you a year or whatever. Like, nah. Mike Vick had to go sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Mike Vick. He kept it solid.
Yeah, this time came on.
He took all responsibility. He didn't throw his friends under the bus. Now, Michael Vick wasn't alleged fighting dogs, but it was happening on his property. And he did know about what was going on, and he didn't stop it. So that's essentially what happened. Now, I'm sure he probably could have got a reduction had he started throwing names out there and things like that. They probably would have got a reduction or whatever. But he kept it solid. It was his fault because it's not like they did it and he didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
They did it. He was aware of it and he just let it go. And where I understand where he comes from, where I come from, fighting dogs was a norm.
Facts.
It just was. And growing up, I just never really even thought about it. It was bad. You know, you just hadn't thought of how inhumane it is for people to be fighting, these dogs like this. And basically abusing dogs. It's basically what you're doing. You're abusing, the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, eventually killing the dogs. Which is, we don't condone here. Which is wrong. You shouldn't do animals that way. And things of that nature. So but I'm not sure exactly what is going to happen or what's this is going to make what this is going to come of, but we shall see. I'm pretty sure that Gil is not going to go to prison because he is too comfortable with being forthright with information. So
he letting you know out the gate.
So he hashtag it snitching. He already told you. They asked me what's going on. I told them.
Facts.
I ain't in there talking about, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Nah, you want to know what's going on? Man.
Get your pen and pad.
Man, give me a pizza and a piece of Pepsi. Man, give me a piece of pizza and a Pepsi right now.
I'll tell you what you want to know.
Man, Gil in there eating a calzone, boy, with a pen. Got the whole calzone with a pen. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
I'll tell you what his name is Alzad.
Where y'all think this powerful sheik came from? This powerful Middle Eastern. That's Gil. Gil said, "I'm gonna give you the big fish. I'm gonna tell you who's coming over with that money."
Money. I don't need y'all. I need to move on from this.
He the one that rented the house from me.
Mm-hmm.
That why you think that's the only one they naming? They run the whole gambling thing, but they only name Gil and this money guy from the Middle East.
Because Gil's, it's in Gil's name.
It's in Gil's house. So of course he's gonna get named because it's happening his thing. And then they're gonna name the person that's coming over that's probably organizing this.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably getting a lot of other rich people that's going down. So I don't know how deep this rabbit hole go. I don't know what other millionaires is going on that's going to be wrapped up in this either. So I don't know who was all there or exactly what's going on. But we shall see. If he's powerful as they say he is, it's going to go away. They got that type of money. So, man, he going to go away, man. But we'll move on, man. Moving on, man. Shannon Sharp got fired on his day off. ESPN, man, they filed, man. They filed for firing my guy, and they filed, man. They could have waited, man, because Shannon brother, for those who don't know, Sterling Sharp got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And, it's supposed to happen, I believe, sometime this week or weekend. He's supposed to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And Shannon called ESPN and basically asked them if they could wait till Monday to release that he was fired. And for whatever reason, ESPN wanted to, I guess, air this out. I don't know why they couldn't wait to just say it Monday. But, evidently it was something malicious. Because them waiting a few more days to say you're fired, it don't hurt or help nobody. So so evidently it was maliciously done. And sucker move by Stephen A. Stephen A, you got power. You could have made them wait to you might not have power to keep his job, but you could have made them wait to put that out. They could have waited till Monday to say you're fired. But for those who don't know, Shannon got fired. He had to end up settling out of court with the lady who was saying that he was abusing her and things of that nature. And he settled out of court because he didn't want to go on the long tangent of a trial. You go through a trial, it gets messy, and he's trying to move past the situation. As long as the trial going on, a lot of times it holds up what you got going on because that's all that's going to be talked about, or that's all that's going to be. So if you got any deals that's negotiating, it's going to be put on hold while this trial is going on. And so, because when the trial goes on, now everything is up for debate. You talking about jail time, you talking about money, everything is up now when you go to trial. So, he wants to settle now. It's a big settle. She got like 20 mil out of him. It's a big settlement. But I see where he coming from. I thought the case should have been dismissed because she was wilding on those text messages. And for those who hadn't seen the text messages, please go look them up or go look at our old show. We did a whole show about this Shannon Sharp issue.
Go check that out.
Go check out on Let There Be No Reactions. We did a whole show on this, and we went down the list of her text messages of how she's wilding. And she's quote unquote being abused, but she keep asking him to come over, or she keep wanting to come over to his house. And so I just don't see abuse. And so it should have just been dismissed. Because I don't see abuse when you keep wanting to come over to a person's house. It's almost like the Cassie and Diddy situation. And I told people you're gonna come home. I know they were mad, but it wasn't as abusive as you thought it was because she was participating in the festivities.
She was coordinating that thing.
She was coordinating when they pull out the files in the court. She's the one that's making phone calls, text messages, linking people up, all kind of stuff. They got her making text messages to Diddy asking him, can he please have another one of those parties? This is the person that's supposed to be abused, but she's asking and begging to have another one of those parties, those freak off parties. Diddy okayed it. She started coordinating. And her poor husband sitting there, and he distraught.
Ain't no poor husband. He knew this, man.
I don't think he knew it to that extent. Not those details. Based on what she told him. Because she got married when she married him when she left Diddy. And she tried to tell him, he was abusing me, controlling, he beat me to make me do these things and all this kind of stuff. So that's probably what he had in his mind. But when he got into that court case and those messages and all this stuff started coming out and those tape recordings and all that stuff started coming out, he just put his head down in his lap like, oh my gosh, who in the world did I marry?
Slut bucket.
Man.
Now, let me ask you this quick before we go on with Unc. Is he smart enough to stay since she got that bread now? Or do he need to evacuate?
Man, get your alimony, man. Man, you press charges, young man. You press charges for abuse. This is mental and emotional abuse for what you had to sit in that court and listen to.
Then he got her pregnant with I think this their second baby. So you just gave her another 9 months.
You take them kids and get child support and you get alimony. Because that girl lied to you. She lied to you.
Sheesh.
She was living reckless.
You think you doing something? She like,
and they couldn't even use the hotel video in the court findings because come to find out the video had been doctored.
Mm-hmm.
So that wasn't even admissible in court. They couldn't even use that as an abuse evidence. So they had to throw that out. So they couldn't use that. So they really had nothing else to really stand on when it comes to her proving abuse. All they had was text messages that they had in a few video recordings.
And lots of baby oil.
A lot of baby oil. And we still figuring out who sold them that baby oil.
Man, where you get it they had it by the pallets.
Man, they said, the police officers, man, they said they went into that man's house. It was baby oil everywhere. It said he was touching stuff. It was all on his hand. Said baby all everywhere, man. He said he ain't never. Yeah, man. He said it was so slick in there. My gosh. Man, can you imagine you going in there as a cop, man, with these cop boots on?
Slipping and sliding everywhere.
And you holding on to the shower rod, man, and it's slick in there.
No.
And the shower rod slick, and you slide. Boy, can you imagine how pissed you'll be?
Boy, you gotta get you a tetanus shot after leaving that house, boy.
Can you imagine him calling for help?
Hey, somebody come get me. Somebody come get me.
It's baby all on the floor. It's baby all on the shower rod.
Yeah, boy, you better go get you a shot after that, man. You
Man,
was all kind of chemicals over that house. All type
they
of
said it
fluids.
was so much baby oil in there. And for those who know, and you grew up, it's hard to get rid of a whole bottle of baby oil.
Man, it take you a year or two.
I don't know what happens, but that baby oil does not. And baby oil, it does. Baby oil is only good for one thing, and that's to make things slick and shine.
Shiny. That's
It don't moisturize nothing.
nothing. Your skin be so dry. You be itching and glistening at the same time. Shining and
It's just gonna shine you, man. And it's gonna be slick. That's all that baby oil does, man. It does not moisturize you. So Diddy wanted to see somebody shining, and he wanted to make stuff slick. That's what they was in there doing.
Yeah, it's pretty slick of him.
Man, but man, we gotta get things together. Shannon, man, you gotta stop tricking, man. You got to leave them OnlyFans girls alone. And this is the price to pay, man, when you don't have a one woman. It's cheaper to stick and move until it ain't. He was sticking and moving. Now that stick and move costs you 20 M's. Boy, got to be more careful.
Got to be more careful.
But man, we'll move on, man. I want to touch this for sure. Shout out to Coach Prime. I want to touch this, man. I had to touch this. Coach Prime, a few days ago, revealed to the world that he had bladder cancer. And he had a tumor in his bladder. And I guess shout out to the doctors, but I guess your ailment, this is one of those things where your ailment ends up being your blessing. Because who's to say that if he didn't have this ailment that they would never caught that? And I don't think they would have. And this is why I'm gonna say this. This is one thing where we always say what was meant for evil turned out to be for your good. Or all things work together for your good. So I'm pretty sure Prime losing his toes and things like that, and having parts of his leg cut out and things of that nature, you thinking that that's bad, but it really ended up saving his life. Because he ends up going on a checkup for his leg, and they check his vascular system to make sure that there's no clog. So he gets, an exam, where they do either MRI or where they do whatever, and they check his vascular system, make sure there's nothing clotting in there. And then long and behold, they found a mass, a tumor in his near his bladder, in his vascular system. And they caught it just in time, because the bladder system, for those who don't know, and when you get bladder cancer, it's one of the most aggressive cancers when it spreads. And the reason why is because it hits all through your bloodstream. And so it becomes very aggressive. And this one hit home for me because, for those who don't know, my dad died of cancer. And Coach Prime had the surgery that I begged my dad to have. And my dad just would not have it. it's a very invasive surgery. It's a very dangerous surgery. Um, and it's pretty similar to what my dad would have had to do. And I begged him, and he was like, "Well, I'm gonna try the chemo." The thing with the chemo is, like they told Coach Prime, the chemo might knock it out, but there's a 50% chance that it'll come back. And for those who know about cancer, when it comes back, it becomes even more aggressive to the point that there's nothing they can do about it. But Prime did, which I believe is the right thing. He went in there and just took it right out. Hey, get the cancer, just take it all out. And they took it out, built him another bladder, which was amazing. Took some of his intestines, built another bladder, which was amazing. And he started to recover. But he was going through this, man, even when his kids were getting drafted or not getting drafted. And so people were seeing him like, man, he looked down, but he was saying that I wasn't looking down for the point that you think I was looking down for. I was looking down because I was battling with this and also trying to be strong for my kids, and trying to be there for my kids. So much so that he didn't even tell his kids that he was even battling this. His kids found out when we found out, on national news. And so he didn't want them to be worried or trying to come home and things like that. And so shout out to his junior, his son, Bucky, Deion Sanders Jr., who was, by his bedside, pretty much every day, helping him, aiding him and things like that. Shout out to Colorado for giving him the time off and keeping it private. Nothing leaked out. How sometimes, organizations leak it out or whatever. But shout out to, the head director over there, man. He kept it on the hush, didn't leak out in the media. And so but this was one that I just wanted to touch, man, because this one hit home. And immediately when Coach Prime said it, he looked like my dad, how my dad was looking. You just start to waste away because you're not hungry no more. You're not, none of that. And so you just really become bedridden. But this one hit home, man, simply because I remember the conversation of having with my dad about having that same exact surgery that Prime had. And I remember sitting in the hospital and my dad said he don't want to do that because basically of how long it keeps you down, and things of that nature and how invasive the surgery was. But I was in the mindset of Prime, like, hey, let's just go in and just get it out. That way we, don't have to worry about if the chemo's gonna work, or even if the chemo work is coming back, things like this. It's just get it out. And so, of course, you can't make them do anything, but I pleaded with him. Even after that day, when we talk on the phone, I would always say, hey, man, just tell the doctor you want to have the surgery or whatever. And he just, he didn't. And unfortunately, he succumbed to the cancer. And Coach Prime was heading down the same road. And so this just really hit home for me and, things of that nature. So, man, what's your thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, man. Shared us, very similar sentiments with you. With losing our father, to cancer. And decision that was made or not made, in about going about treating it. We did, speak with our, dad about having the surgery. Yeah, now with it is a high risk, but it does give you the best chance for survival and getting past it. And it was even so serious where Deion said, Coach Prime said, I had to make sure my will was in place just in case. That's how serious it is.
Yeah, it's that serious.
It's that serious, but at the same time, it gives you the best chance of survival. Um, you know, with us going through what we went through with my dad, he didn't take that option. He went the chemo option, and it didn't work out the best in that regard. But shout out to Prime, man. He was, he stood in the, stood there with his kids. He didn't want it to overshadow his kids' moment of being drafted or not being drafted in that whole process. Because that could have easily been the whole storyline of around his kids, but he let his kids have their moments. He's stayed as strong as he could during that process, and even while they're in training camp now, not really sharing it with them, because when you're a rookie and you're in training camp, you really can't afford no distractions or any really outside news that is this serious. Because I mean, most kids, if you find out your parents is dealing with something like that, it's a high chance look, I need to go be with my father while this is going on. But with Prime being selfless in that regard, man, shout out to him, man. We both know that the cancer process, man, it is no joke. It is no joke. It literally sucks the life out of you, especially if it gets to the point where you can do nothing about it. And we've seen it firsthand on what it can do. And what I do recommend to anybody out there, man, go get your checkups and things of that nature. And if you're facing something like that and they can't offer you this type of treatment so that you can get past it, please consider it. I'm telling you this from the experience that we went through. If you have a chance to beat it rather than chemo, we seriously recommend it. Give yourself a fighting chance. A fighting chance. Yeah, man, that's all I got, man.
So, shout out to him, man. I know Deion Sanders Jr. didn't want it because the surgery is very invasive, man.
Mm-hmm.
They removing your bladder, like that's invasive. And they have to work on building you another one. And so like that's, you're taking
he had a bag he had to carry around, and
you're taking a chance, man. You're taking a chance. And so Prime took that chance, He took that chance, man, and took that chance, man, and it worked out for him, man. All glory to God, man.
indeed.
But I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's back. I'm happy he got a testimony that he can share with other people, and he can then continue to inspire people to become better versions of themselves, and also to take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And also, man, when it comes for your life, man, swing for the fences.
Facts.
And and that's what I would say, man. That's what I asked my dad to do, man. Man, let's just swing for the fences. Like, it seemed like we doomed if we do or we don't. And that's kind of what my ideal, my mental state was with my dad. Like, man, if we keep it, like we know what's gonna happen. Let's go in there, man, and man, swing for the fences, man. But at the end of the day, it was his decision and things of that nature. So he was still in his rightful mind. So it was his decision to make. It's how it goes. So, but shout out to Dion, shout out to Prime, man, for that. Shout out for his bounce back and recovery and things of that nature. But we also, man, I want to touch on this too. I have been seeing this going around, and this is easing back into the thing before we get out of here. This has been going around with the whole debate of the whole Kobe situation, the whole LeBron situation, the whole Jordan situation, and we will have a show on this. We will have a GOAT debate show coming up soon. But I just want to say this when it concerning this, and we'll get ready to end on this, and Jonathan give his points. But whoever your favorite player is, or whoever your greatest player is of all time, that's cool. But my biggest thing is don't stomp down on another player to try to build your player up. If your favorite player is Jordan, you don't have to stomp down LeBron to build Jordan up. Or if your favorite player LeBron, you don't have to stomp down Jordan or Kobe or anybody to build your favorite player up. Just let that be your favorite player. If you got him one, let it be one. Now, if y'all do want to have a debate about who's or what's what, that's cool too. But you know, like we don't have to diminish people in their greatness. You know, we don't have to diminish them. You know, things of that nature, because it's getting. Reason why I say something, because it's getting out of hand. Like it's getting out of hand, man. I heard one show talking about LeBron is not even in his top 100. I said, okay. I said, okay. I gotta say something about this. I said, I gotta say something about this. This is getting totally out of hand. Like it's getting totally out of hand. Right. You know, I understand you not having him as your favorite or your top 5 or whatever it may be, but you talking about he not in your top 100. This is getting wild, and we got to stop it. We need to stop it. When you hear it, you need to stop it. And these are the type of people that be on podcasts talking this foolishness, and actually be having people watching this crap. And I'm like, boy, the stuff that y'all watch. We talking about the all-time leading scorer, not in the top 100. When it's all said and done, this man gonna have 50,000 points, and he's not in the top 100. Like, come on, man. We gotta put a stop to it, man. We will have a show about that, man, where we will debate top 10 of all time, and we will have a GOAT debate, who's quote unquote the greatest of all time, which is a subjective thing because most of them are in different eras, but we will have the discussion, man. Well, what's your first takes, man, before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah, man, I've been catching some of that too, man, and it just it is wild. It's wild, man. Some of the stuff that's coming out of people's mouth, man, it is like non-factual. Yes, you can have your, whoever your favorites is or whoever your GOAT is, but at the same time, we gotta respect body of work, and this man's body of work is top tier.
For sure.
I mean, for one, there is no other 40-year-old that's averaged double digits in their 40s, and let alone he averaged 24 points per season last year at 40. 24.7 to be exact. So if you want to round it up, that's 25 points at 40. And they say that's a drop off. So for someone to say that's not in the top 100, burn all your podcast equipment. Because that's just stupid. But yeah, man, it's just getting out of hand, man. It's getting further and further away from the facts, man. It just shows you how ignorant people are. Well, I ain't going to say ignorant, man. It's showing how dumb they are.
Not only dumb, it shows you how how hateful people are.
I mean, this is
Because we had a young lady come on there talking about she stood up LeBron at an airport for 3 hours. Talking about LeBron was trying to fly her out. And she stood up LeBron at the airport for 3 hours because she didn't want to cheat. She didn't want to get inferred with his marriage. And you got women in it that actually believe
that. Yeah.
that LeBron James was at the airport for 3 hours and no riot happened. One of the most famous men on earth.
He don't even fly.
He don't even fly commercial.
He got his own PJ, so
He flies a jet. So LeBron ain't seen an airport since high school.
Facts. And then even then it was still kind of
LeBron ain't stepping and foot in no airport. He ain't going through no baggage claim. None of that.
Do you know what kind of riot that would cause him walking through the airport like that?
Yeah, a major riot.
But these folks here
almost shut the airport down.
Facts.
You have employees and stuff be trying to get pictures.
Mm-hmm. So these folks here is something else, man.
And you got the podcast host sitting there entertaining that mess.
I wish they was over here. I wish he was over here saying that.
Oh man, you already know how it's gonna go.
Hey. You know what? Shut up.
3 hours, huh?
It's stupid.
But it's just I said that because it's just the hate. Like you got on there and lied on this man. LeBron's still trying to figure out when he was at the airport. Airport.
He's ain't been in an airport in decades. So
I just want to let his wife know. What? He's at the airport? If he's at the airport, I'm sure his wife wouldn't knew. Because it would have been chaos.
It would have been all on the news.
You mean tell me he's at the airport and nobody got a video? Everybody got phones. Everything's video.
Even if you're in the Sky Club and all that, people still gonna be.
Man, he has a private jet, man. Anywhere he flies, it's private.
It's private, yeah. Go to the hangar, get on a jet, and go on by where you need to get to.
I don't think no airline will even want that mess. Like the chaos that it would cause them. Can you imagine LeBron being on a commercial flight?
The gate would be over flooded. Wherever gate he's at would be.
Even when he gets on the plane.
Crazy.
Can you imagine? The pilot be coming back there. Can you imagine?
Got on cruise control. Come back there.
Like as a business owner, you wouldn't want to deal with that. Like I don't want to deal with this. Like yeah, you'd be honored to have him fly, but you're like, bro, like. But man, that's a phrase of foolishness, man. But we finna get ready and get out of here, man. We appreciate everybody joining in, man. We appreciate everybody for listening, man. If you got any questions, any comments, man, make sure you leave it in the comment box. We will respond, man. Make sure if you want to see anything or you want to ask us any questions, you can hit us up on all social media platforms. Follow us on all social media platforms at Let That Be Known. And also, man, remember. Hit it. But until next time, we gone. Peace out.